I'm Ronnie James Dio from the band Dio. How odd.
How are you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Doing really well.
Are you really on tour now, or it's just one-off show?
No, we've been out here now for, let's see, we've done 5 German shows, a Belgian show, a couple of, so we've been out here for about 3 weeks now.
All right.
And this will be the last show.
Okay.
And then we go back home, and then we come back again. We have a show in Helsinki in about a week's time. And then 3 weeks in South America after that. And we come back again and do another show in one in Oslo and a couple in Germany and a few more places. And
So here, Scandinavia's big fan of you guys,
Yes.
and Germany, of course.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Scandinavia and Germany, I would say, are certainly among the top ones. I mean, Europe in general is so much better than it is in America, of course. America has become this real trendy place where if you have won the American Idol show, or American Karaoke, as I call it, then, you can be a big star. But, that's without learning your trade, without paying any kind of dues for what you've done.
Yeah.
But that's what America has become. It's become a place of trends. So it's a lot more difficult to play for a vast amount of people who just don't get a chance to hear their music anymore. The only time you can do well is if you do a festival with, if it's Iron Maiden and ourselves, or Scorpions and us and Purple, or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
then you can kind of do well that way. But other than that, it's very tough in America. But Germany, Scandinavia, Spain, Italy, still
old-fashioned.
really love the music, and
Yeah.
they stand behind it all the time.
So the Americans are totally different than 20 years ago.
Oh yes, it's very much different. Yeah, yeah.
You're on making money and being on television and idol things and stuff, and how weird is that?
Well, it's things like now they have like a guest appearance by someone. So Rod Stewart comes on. Suddenly his album goes to #1.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Or Barry Manilow was on the program, and his album goes back to #1. Well, that shows you the mentality of the people who are
Yeah.
watching it. They're obviously all, younger than 13 years old, or if they are older than 13, their brain is only 10 years old, because I just find it ludicrous. I really find that without hard work, you really don't get anything that really lasts for a long period of time. And none of those people are ever going to last for a long period of time. And there's so much good music out there that gets forgotten about because it doesn't sell your product. And that's what really the States is all about. If you can't sell enough
Pure selling.
pimple cream with a heavy metal band,
Yeah.
then you don't get any heavy metal music. But if you can sell it with rap or with doo-wop or with Madonna music, then they'll pay attention to you. But not here. Here, people are so loyal.
Yeah.
They always have been. Hard rock metal is a way of life here, and it's always been looked upon. I've noticed as well in America. If you are that kind of an artist, a heavy rock artist, then you're always kind of look down their nose at you. Oh, you're not real, are you? But if you're some wishy-washy, horrible piece of crap, then love that. Well, that's just what America happens to be, and that's a shame.
Yeah, and also like fashion, because all the rappers go when they have a #1 hit. Okay, let me have this line of clothing and stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And the money they made is phenomenal for having, without the talent of the people who they've copied and the music that they've taken and put inside of their songs, because let's face it, at the end of the day, what rap music is a social comment. And to me, the most unbelievable thing is that it's supported so much more by the white population than it is, it's supported by the black population, of course.
Yeah.
But where are these young white kids from, coming from Indianapolis, Indiana, or from, some little town in Texas? What do you understand about the social statement that I don't? You've never had to suffer what black people have had to suffer before. So how can you? It's all about the music. It seems to me these days it's more about what rock and roll always was: sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's more about the sex part of it. Because if you watch the videos, all you do is see people going.
Yeah.
It's one great big giant hump, and to me, that's nothing to do with music.
Do you write about these subjects?
I haven't, no, because anytime I've tried to write about something that I thought that could maybe change someone's attitude, it never has made any difference. They don't get it. All they hear these days anyway is the beat. A long time ago I wrote a song with Black Sabbath, the first one I ever wrote, called Children of the Sea, which is a song about the ecology, that we tend to run before we learn how to walk. We do things too quickly. Let's enjoy what we have, and then if we take our time with it, perhaps this planet won't explode, and perhaps it won't overwarm itself, and it won't do all the things that are happening. But no one listened, and I've done it a few other times before, and no one's listened, so I don't really care. You're my forum. I have a chance to tell you.
Exactly, yeah. Hey, you got a new album out now, live album. It's brilliant, I must say. And also, one of the best songs, Heaven and Hell, of course, for us then.
We'll hear that tonight, too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Have to do
What
that.
kind of version is this one then?
The Heaven and Hell one?
Yeah.
It's the same as the one we'll be doing now. It's the full song.
All
Yeah,
right.
full-on song. Yeah, we've had a tendency before to cut things up a little bit, but only because we have so much material to choose from,
Yeah.
and sometimes the songs are reminiscent of each other. Last in Line and Heaven and Hell and Sign of the Southern Cross and All the Fools Sail Away remind you of themselves. So in order to do all the material that we have to do, we have done a medley here and there. But no,
Okay.
not tonight. This is a full version, yeah.
Cool. Black Sabbath, you've been in that band too, of course. What could you remember from that time? Wasn't it weird to come in that band?
Oh, no, not for me, it wasn't. No, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was probably my favorite time, really.
Yeah, was it?
Well, I liked them so much as people. I mean, I really did. I liked them because they were working class people like me, like my family. You know, we were not wealthy, nor were they. And we felt the same about it, and we really loved the music. And with Tony, I really found a simpatico person to write with.
Very nice.
I've been very, very lucky to have, to be able to write with Richie Blackmore and with Tony. I mean, great combinations are great combinations, and Dio Blackmore and Dio Iommi were a great combination.
Yeah.
So it was fun for me to do that. And I liked the guys and the rest of the guys in the band a lot too. And then Vinny Appice came with us as well, and he carried on, of course, playing with me and Dio for a long time. So it was a great time of my life. And then we did it twice.
Okay.
And it wasn't as much fun the second time. No.
No, why not?
Well, because as I said before, leopards don't change their spots.
No.
And so nothing really ever changed. My attitude about what life is about is different than their attitude about life. Mine is, once you're in a band, I thought you're supposed to be in that band forever. Well, that's why I say twice, leopards don't change their spot. There's always a reason for it. But we are doing a couple songs for a new album, which is called Black Sabbath, the Dio Years.
Wow, cool.
And Tony and I have already written one, and we'll be writing one more.
Really?
So it'll be giving you value for money, and it'll be remastered and all that kind of thing. So
when's
it's not
that?
that I don't like them. I love Tony. I think Tony's just such a special player, and he's a really, really good person. I like Tony a lot.
Yeah. When is that coming out?
Was supposed to be released in September or October, but I doubt very much that that's going to happen with all the work I've got to do.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that, And when I do have time, we'll do it. But I think should be at the end of the year. I would think end of 2006.
Cool, great.
I hope.
Good news. Hey, I read about you in the bio and stuff and books that you're very, very nice to your fans. You invite them to your hotel and you just give them like really good time always. Why is that?
Well, because without them, I wouldn't be here. They're
Yeah,
the reason
exactly.
I'm here. I mean, you have to thank people for what they do for you. I could do it all by myself, but who would listen? And I just always thought in my life, we're taught by my parents that it was a lot easier for you to get things out of people by being good to them than being miserable to them. And